तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादानुसहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गौरगोविन्द स्वामी नित्यनामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नित्यनामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो 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 महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्वसे नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि जीवोर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, specially from chapter 16, the Leela of KΑLIYA. Yesterday we are hearing how Krishna came out from the coil of KALIYA. Although KALIYA, he want to attack Krishna, he want to create problem for Krishna. This is the nature. We can say this is general nature. These persons, those are always in mode of passion, aggressive nature, can say like revengeful attitude. Revengeful attitude. And he, according to his body, the snakes, they are poisonous. It will come after. KALIYA is just saying to Krishna, this is, you know, you just, by your mercy, I just got this body, this snake body. And this is tendency of our snakes. Unnecessarily, we are creating problem for others. Sometimes we are attacking victims. This is our nature. And the nature is created by you. He is not blaming actually. In a surrender mood, in a humble mood, in a repenting mood, he is presenting his humbleness in front of Krishna. Appealing mood. Yes. Krishna knows our nature. Krishna knows our ability. Krishna knows our qualities. Krishna knows. He is super strong. He knows, but we want to hide it. This is the problem. He knows our nature, He knows our position, He knows our capacity, He knows our strength, our desires, abilities, everything He knows. But we don't want, we are not opening our heart in front of Krishna. We are not opening our hearts in front of Krishna. Therefore, we are not opening, therefore Acharyas are coming. They are opening our heart in front of Krishna. You can say like prayers from Pattamundai Thakur's Gopal Das Thakur's, these prayers. Once you repeat these prayers, here always you just always sing it, you can open your heart in front of Krishna. You cannot open your heart with someone who is not very dearer and nearer. Even you may be your son, maybe your daughter, but if you don't feel he is very dearer and nearer, you cannot open your heart. Although talking, although smiling, staying in one house, but always keeping some distance. Always keeping some distance. This is our nature, this is common nature. But Krishna is dearer and nearer. And he is ready from his side, on his part, he is always ready. He knows our nature. But we are not exposing our nature in front of Krishna. Krishna, this is my nature, what I can do? My mind is like that, my tendency is like that, my attitude is like that. What I can do unless you help me? That Krishna wants from us. Actually, that is help. What is spiritual help? When you open your heart in front of Krishna, then Krishna, he is opening his heart, he wants some help. He wants some help. But if you are person, like KΑLIYA, you cannot open your heart. Because when mood of passion is there, it is prominent, always you think, I am no fault, I am a qualified person, I can do so many things, I will try my best. This thing will come. You can feel yourself that I am an unworthy person for this spiritual life. Very spiritual life, where I am. When actually we trust into, how can I say, like, you uplift to mood of goodness, that mood came. In mood of goodness, when you read something, when you hear, when you chant, when you pray, then our nature, this Bhagavad katha, Krishna katha from sadhu and guru are hearing, expose our natures. Actually, fact is this thing is the fact. What Bhagavad is saying, where is my position? Where is my position? Actually, this is our process. By hearing, with rapid attention, developing simplicity, and depending on Krishna's arrangement, by this way, you can open your heart in front of Krishna. All these processes are there. Hearing, developing simplicity, surrenderness, and then you can open your heart. Like Prabhupada used to say, today or, this is not Prabhupada. You may be, this is Prabhupada or somewhere. Some Acharya is mentioned like that. Like Brajvasis. Like a mother. Mother, she don't want to understand his son by knowledge. A mother, she don't want to understand. She is not estimating his qualities of son, how my son, I have to see Shastra, whether he is my son or not, whether he is talent or not. So, mother is judging son out of love. It's my son, but by love and affection. They don't know other things. She don't want to calculate other things. She don't want to thought about other things. Just keeping one side. All these knowledges, ideas in one side. And with the love and affection, she want to know his son. But when same mother, she want to know other sons, then she is putting her knowledge. Whether he is a good boy or bad boy, whether he can do or not, whether he is like following some etiquettes or not. Always you see, when you saw other sons, always your intelligence is going there. But when your own son, intelligent become zero. You want to see your son with love and affection. My son. We want to understand Krishna not by knowledge, by this process. In this process. Yes. And this is very helpful. Once you develop your love and affection for Krishna by hearing and chanting, by surrendering mood and always in appealing mood and humble mood, opening your heart in front of Krishna, repeatedly you have to pray. Please help me, please help me, please help me. So then you can love, like a mother. She wants to understand his son by love and affection. Yes. We want to know Krishna. We want to understand Krishna by only love and affection. That's my knowledge. You may be very knowledgeous person, may be very talented, may be expert in all sort of things, but how can you understand Krishna? He is absolute. But this is the nature. Nature is very, how can I say? Krishna is mentioning in the Bhagavad Gita. No one is above, how can I say? No one is above the nature. Everyone is under control of the nature, even up to demigods. Nature means they are in mode of, three mode of natural nature. So nature is very permanent. Someone is passionate means immediate something happening, passionate nature is coming. Can't control. Can't control. What can? Very difficult. From every side, if you judge or if you analyze, if you scrutinizely analyze from every side, without help from Krishna, without Krishna's special mercy, Guru's Vaishnava's special mercy, where is your spiritual standard, where is your spiritual life, how to progress? No. Like a beggar, just like you just consider about a beggar, street beggar. Very difficult to consider, think about in West, but in India we can easily think. A beggar, just imagine a beggar, if he want to become a millionaire, what he can do? What he can do? His duty is begging. And every day he is just getting something and there is no fixed amount. He is not earning fixed amount. He is a beggar. Like, just consider the situation of now. Now the situation, the beggars, the daily laborers, how they are maintaining. Just consider. Like a beggar who is begging every day and maintaining his body, maintaining his family, if you want to become a millionaire. Is there any way? Only one way. Special mercy. If some poor people, one day before, 2 days before, I was discussing something. We are discussing something in India. You know, in India, many shelters for small children, many shelter homes. Their father, mother, they have no father, they have no mother, and even voluntarily father, mother, they are just coming and approaching government. I have no power. I am unable to maintain my son and children. Just keep here. And sometimes their father died, mother died. Government keeping them, take care in many places. In Orissa especially. I know, 2-3 shelter house, children's shelter house. Sometimes you see, their father motherless, they are illiterate, they have no background, material backgrounds. But you know what happened? From West and Indian government posting their name, Indian government posting in one website, posting their name, this is the children. If someone wants to adopt it, this is the car, this is the boy, his age is like that, this picture. People in India, they want a higher education just to went West. They want to go to West and earn money. But this father motherless, no father, no mother, no shelter. Sometimes some person is coming from West and choosing, okay, I like to adopt this car. And he's coming and bringing this car to West. In France, just few months before I saw him, in France, one person came and added one daughter, 13 years before. And she came and she wanted to come to the shelter house and she's sharing her realization in West to their shelterless friends. Why I am giving this example? You see, this is special. shelterless, homeless, hopeless. But now someone is coming from West and a billionaire, not like poor man. Poor man cannot adapt. Adapting. And Indian government is allowing. Like a poor man, like beggar. If you want to become millionaire, special. If some rich person you want some, okay, I'll give you this much for whole life. We are actually like that. Therefore, Prabhupada said, to become bona fide devotee of Lord is not easy, but only by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Therefore, we have a special attention, we can say addiction, affection for Mahaprabhu. Even in India, people don't know about Mahaprabhu, but Prabhupada, he went to West, every center of government. All of them. Why? He knows, without help of same Krishna. But his form, his mood, his contribution upon this KāLIYA people is different. Without considering background, without considering nature, without considering time, place and circumstances, he wants to serve mercy. We are like that. And mostly in KāLIYA people are passionate and impassionate, in passion and ignorance. Mostly passionate and ignorance. Few you can find Shakti. Few. Percentage very few. Shakti people. Eating their prasadam style or eating style is Shakti. Dress is Shakti. Living style is Shakti. Mood of goodness. Mostly everyone. 90%. Therefore, because Krishna consciousness means at least come to this mood of goodness. Therefore, all our programs actually, these varnashram systems, everything, to regulate, someone can uplift onto this mood of goodness. Then he can understand these spiritual things. Otherwise, you see, like KāLIYA, your passion is there. Or you cannot taste some spiritual things. Krishna is so beautiful. Shukadeva Goswami is describing how Krishna is swimming, how Krishna is playing, how he looks like. But for KāLIYA, it's different. But what Krishna? Evam paribhramato, evam paribhramamahato jasa unnata sam, anamya tat prathusiram swadhirudhadyaham, tanmudna ratna nikara, sparsati tamram, Padambuja Khilakaladi Guru Nanartha. Translation: having severely depleted in the serpent's strength with his restless circling, Sri Krishna, the original of everything, pushed down KāLIYA's right shoulder and mounted his broad serpentine heads. Thus Lord Krishna, the original master of all fine arts, began to dance. His lotus feet deeply reddened by the touch of the numerous jewels upon the serpent's hand. And when KāLIYA wants to attack, revengeful, yes, I want. Why he came to my place? Like Prabhupada used to say, like a dog. Why you are coming to my place? Unnecessary. Dog have no particular place. Is dog. He's dog. But he's not allowing other dogs, even other dogs. You can come here. This is my place. Who are you? Why you are coming here? I am the owner. This is passionate nature, ignorance nature, unnecessary barking, unnecessary creating problems for others. This is not spiritual. In spiritual life, it is not up. It can be accepted as spiritual things. This aggressive nature and revengeful nature, very bad in spiritual life. Sometimes it can, because our body, some passion is there, ignorance is there. But by hearing, by developing Krishna consciousness, we are thinking, no, this is my karma. This is my karma. What to do? This is material world. We can't, how can I say, counteract it. We can't stop it. You see, Acharyas, in case of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, When he was preaching so boldly, when he was established Vaishnava Siddhantas, all Brahmins became their enemy. And these Brahmins are not ordinary Brahmins, these Brahmins are from Maldives. Lastly, they decide to kill Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. You know? Yes, they want to kill. Because he started parikrama, everything, and he is very boldly preaching. But Vaishnavism, no one is greater than a Vaishnava. You cannot say he is Sudra Vaishnava, he is Western Vaishnava, Indian Vaishnava. But Brahman, they are always used to say, no, we are Brahmans. Brahman is superior. So lastly, the Brahmans, whenever saw the Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur accepting all sort of caste of peoples and converting into Vaishnavism, they developed so much enemies, they want to kill. The Acharya is facing these problems. And suppose they are and the police inform. The police are not the inform Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Be careful. They are risky to your life. And in one program, actually they came to murder Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. But one of his, when police came and gave him information secretly before one of his disciples, just wearing, and he looks like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Exactly like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. And he just, anyhow, he collect Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's dress from his secretary, and he wear like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, all like this turban, everything like Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, with his danda. You see, he entered. Because there, in that program, they already made plan. Many people are there, anyhow they have to finish Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, they want to murder. And he just went and approaching. No, he changed there. In that program, this danger was there. They are just waiting in outside. The program finished, will do like that. And his this Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur's disciple went and said, approached Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. You just give your dress, you just take my dress. He changed. Just wear Guru's dress and waiting there. And Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur is changing his dress. Come on. This is the place. This is the place. We are staying here. When we are thinking there is no danger, that is not actually intelligent. That is not, we cannot say he is an intelligent person who is thinking there is no danger for me. No, danger may come. But Krishna will protect me. But danger will be there. It may come at any moment. Material world, Pade Vipana, not the Isa. Only in Golak Vrindavan there is no danger. Material world means Prabhupada used to say this. Danger is there, calamity is there, suffering is there, politics is there. Prabhupada saying even if you go to heaven and hell, even in animal kingdom there is politics. Prabhupada saying in animal kingdom there is politics. You understand? Crows, you can see the crows. There are politics of food, there are no politics. And then remarking, if another crow keeping his food in somewhere, he remarking. And when he just go away, he just going, and he just collect, everyone is competitive politicians. Everywhere, purpose. This is material one. Therefore, Acharya is investingness. Not a great place for a gentle man. Because no one wants to understand your mood. No one wants to cooperate you. In sadhana bhajan, in Guru Seva, everyone like selfies, individual mentality, and like their own ideas. Very difficult. Actually, it's a very difficult place for those persons who want a simple life. But it is a good place for sinful persons. For sinful persons, it is a good place. They can enjoy, they can drink, they can do anything. But for a simple, I can say like a genuine devotee, it is very difficult. But we are depending on Krishna and Mahaprabhu. They will protect us. Otherwise, what we can do? If you want, okay, I already frustrated in this part. I don't want to live. There is a saying in Oriya, if you want, you cannot die. If you want, you cannot live. Everything is in Krishna's hand. You don't think someone is committing suicide. It means according to his own will. No. His destiny is like that. Destiny is like that. Many times it happens. Sometimes they're throw sari, something they're just putting within the fan. This binding. Yeah, in India that, yeah, with the table they're just bringing. Just of the switch of this fan with a rope or sometimes with their dress. First they, with their neck they just bind. And again there is all that I don't know. They know me. But sometimes you know what happened. Sometimes they fall down. They just, fan comes out. They fall down. And rather, when they're falling down, sometimes they've broken their hand, broken their legs, they're not dying. I saw when I was reading in my college, between husband and wife, there's some disagreement, and the railway line was there, the railway track was there. So he said, okay, well, I will go to railway track. And then I went to, if one train will come, I'll just go to finish this body. And he very cleverly, he just bind one cloth in his neck and bind it also. And this railway tracks. But when this engine came, he saw that the train is coming and engine just blowing up. But he started to fear. But already he bind in two places, within neck, within track. What you have to do? And here in right track, and he's just taking left track. This rope or the cloth is like that. And when the train is blowing hard, he's just in fear. And train is scared. Where do you go? Now, you want to die, but you cannot die according to your will. Now train came, and you know about train, what happened? Just cut off this cloth and throwing him to like 50 feet. Very force, and he just fell down. Then scratched over this body, blood came out, then he returned to his house. Then he narrating in front of his wife, I want to die, but this is Krishna's plan. I developed fear. If you want to die, why this is coming? No, this is different things. Even sometimes in India, I know, with silly talk. You understand, with silly talk. Silly talk between husband and wife. Immediately one just give up their money. According to their way of thinking, no. Nothing is happening actually. This is devotee life. Nothing is happening without Krishna's sanction, without Krishna's desire. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned. When someone just thinks this idea, everything happening by Krishna's desire. Yes, some plan is there. He knows. I don't know, I am a fool. Then he can stay peacefully in this world. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, you want to stay peacefully in this world? Whatever is coming, just accept. This something Krishna's plan is there. Then you can stay peacefully. Otherwise, it's very difficult in this. Very difficult in this. So, Krishna, he was swimming, having severely depleted the serpent's strength with his relentless circles. I can say like restless. He was not taking any rest. He's very forcefully. He just swimming with circle. You know snakes. Anyone, if he just move always in circle, his head really. And if you want to stay in forest, especially you have to know so many things. How to contract or how to test all these animals. Like snake, when snake is coming, you want just, some snakes are there, they're chasing you. Forcefully they will run. Flying snakes are also there. They are jumping. But how to contract them? Those are staying in forest like tribal people, they know. They know. Like snake is just, if you go straight, snake can immediately touch you. But if you always go in here and there, in there, that way, snake cannot do anything. And suppose you are within the forest, because head is reeling. When you want to turn his body, it's required time. Within that time, you can go fast. And his head is also reeling, because every time you are turning your, your directions, you are turning to left, turning to right. This is the way. Someone can forcefully run, but when it moves towards sharply way, it's very difficult. Like elephant. When elephant chases someone, how to capture the elephant? Suppose you are going, elephant is just coming. But you want to chase him. This is the only way. Just go here. Then again turn. Then again turn to left. Again turn to right. With a fat body, you cannot move, and head is reeling. It's tired. Krishna knows all these things. And he wants to defeat this KΑLIYA, is very powerful, who is a competitor of Lord. Now Krishna is just defeating him by the intelligence. You can defeat. When Krishna will give you intelligence, you can defeat everyone. This is not our credit. And you can defeat this material world. We are always defeated by this material world, our nature, our body, everything. But you can defeat this material world, because material world, we are staying in material world. Like nature is controlling us. We have no power. It's already captured everything. Mind, intelligence, sense, everything, body. So only Krishna, when Krishna will give you intelligence, you can understand who I am, who is Guru, who is Maya, who is Krishna. Every tattva will reveal by Krishna's intelligence. Otherwise, very difficult. Very difficult. Yes. And if you don't think, someone think I am very intelligent. Okay, you are very intelligent. Now you see, all over the world, all are intelligent. America said, before he was saying, I was very intelligent. China saying, I was very intelligent. Everyone saying before, I was very intelligent. You see, now you are intelligent. Lockdowning everything. You cannot come out. Like, now you are prisoners. You are living life like prisoners. Cannot come out. But you just remark the birds. They are moving free. You are not intelligent. No one is intelligent here. No one is actually intelligent. Material very intelligent. But when problem will come, you can't counteract it. But when Krishna will give you intelligence, you see how quickly you want to defeat KΑLIYA. He is very powerful. So just moving so fast in this circle way. So then KALIYA become tired. Yeah. So then Krishna with his hand, like press his food, then jump over his food and start to dance. You see, this is Krishna. This is Krishna. But in danger, where is danger? We don't like Krishna. And Krishna is saying, you see, I am just dancing over dangerous head. Dangerous head. Is it so dangerous? Poisonous. And actually this verse is there in 10th canto. You will find this verse, very nice verse. Murdnisu. This is in Devastuti. Demigods are praying to Krishna. Your devotees, they are always defeating different problems of their life, different challenges, and actually these problems, these challenges are the steps, they are steps towards you. And sometimes they are keeping, keeping their legs on the head of the danger and climb over the head of the danger and approaching Vaikuntha's, attending Vaikuntha's. This prayer is there in 10th canto. Devotee is so fearless. Because intelligent, If Krishna wants to help you, he will give you proper intention. How to lead our spiritual life, material life, how to balance with sun, daughter. What we can do? If you try your best, what you can do? You cannot help yourself. How to speak of others? Because to maintain this body, to maintain this sense also, you see sense, their demand or fulfill demands. You cannot fulfill their demands. When you are taking some chutney, how can you say? Yeah, chutney, you want sweet rice. Once you take sweet rice, then you saying, oh, it's more sweet, I want something salty. Once you take salty, oh, fruits. You see, unfulfilled